So my name is Garrett. I'm the founder of Birch Boys. We sell chaga, reishi, lion's mane, turkey tail, maitake, and artist conch mushrooms. They're all wild harvested from the Adirondack Mountains in northern New York. We lease 220,000 acres of forested land for the right to harvest fungi. So one thing I love about my company is that we're vertically integrated, so we actually source the mushrooms ourselves. We make the products internally. Potency and effectiveness is really our mission. We really love to make quality mushroom supplements and extracts, and that's what we do.
So tell us a little bit about the types of products you have here. Of course, I know about lines.
Right. So chaga, I'll start with that because that's sort of like our bread and butter. Chaga is really great for the immune system. Chaga also can kind of give you a natural energy boost. It's really intelligent in the way that it adapts to the natural or to the innate immune system of mammals and humans. It's a parasite to birch trees, which is ironically why it's so good for us, because it sort of draws out all these beneficial minerals and compounds from the tree as it slowly kills it, and it stores them in this conch, which is called a sclerotia. It's technically a fungal organ called a sclerotia, and that's why it's so powerful, is because it's like it doesn't decompose dead trees, it actually kills a living tree. So the other mushrooms are all tree decomposers. Next is reishi. Reishi grows on hemlock trees here. Reishi has actually some like sedative compounds in it. It's very calming. It's an adaptogen, and it helps with a healthy circulatory system and a respiratory system. So people with insomnia and anxiety often benefit from reishi. It can kind of just help you relax. And it's also anti-inflammatory. Lion's mane is great for the brain. Obviously, everyone knows about lion's mane. Yeah, it can promote nerve growth factor. There have been studies on mice and rats doing object recognition tests and memory tests, and even mazes, and they find that they all perform better when taking lion's mane. And same with people. They do just general cognition tests, and they found that people who were taking lion's mane for 3 weeks, their test scores went up, and then when they came off the lion's mane, their test scores actually went back down. So there's a tangible, if any mushroom has a very tangible effect that our customers report to us most often, it would be lion's mane. And people notice it.
Yeah, it actually creates brain cells.
Right, it promotes nerve growth factor, so it can help regenerate nerve cells and even like the myelin sheath on your nerve cells. My mom has MS, and it's funny because she learned about lion's mane at the Mayo Clinic. I had already been selling it, and I was trying to tell her to take it seriously. And then when she went to the Mayo Clinic, she was like, "Hey, I should get that lion's mane." I was like, "I know, I've been telling you," but that's where she learned about it. There's turkey tail. Turkey tail is that's the only mushroom that actually is involved in a U.S. An FDA-approved clinical trial at Bastyr University. They're studying turkey tail as an adjuvant therapy because there's a polysaccharide called polysaccharide crestin in turkey tail, which has anti-cancer properties. So that study's been going on for 11 years, so I don't know if we're ever going to see an end to it, but it is kind of interesting to see that it is in a clinical trial. Turkey tail is also healthy for gut digestion and the healthy gut microbiome.
That's what I need.
Yeah, and it's also anti-inflammatory and immune. Yeah, absolutely. The second brain. And then artist conch, that's a mushroom that's much less mainstream, so you don't hear about that one as often. That's the same genus as reishi. It's Ganoderma applanatum, and actually, in my opinion, it's like kind of the superior form of reishi. We have it here in the Northeast. It grows on fallen hardwood trees. And also, what's unique about it is it has some unique benefits. It can be good for libido, pain management. It's HEPA protective. And some of the studies that have been done on this mushroom and the ganoderic acids found in it, it's just very compelling to me. I don't know why it's not as popular. Probably just because we don't have as much cultural use and history as compared to the Chinese history of reishi. And then there's maitake. So maitake mushroom is also known as hen of the woods, or the dancing mushroom. That mushroom is really good for the metabolism. It also can help with healthy circulation and blood sugar and blood pressure levels. You know, we have to be careful about what we claim. We can't claim or imply it can treat any disease or illness or so. But it is definitely a very good thing. And people also find after taking the maitake that it actually can cause like a kind of a quick and spontaneous weight loss because it balances something in the metabolism. So it's not uncommon within like a month of using maitake for people to say that they've lost like 8 pounds. But then it kind of stops. You it's just sort of a balancing effect.
That's awesome. Yeah. Now, tell us about how we can
You can find our products at birchboys.com. We're also in like 400 health food stores. We're not in any of the major chains, but we are in like a lot of independent food co-ops in the Northeast. Yeah, so we're in a store, Mom's Natural Marketplace. There's 26 of those stores, so that's our one chain that we are in. But birchboys.com, we're right next to our local post office, and we have daily pickups from UPS, so we're faster than Amazon Prime.
Yeah. So tell me now, we're going into an era that's kind of like a Baja era, where I mean I love the fact that one thing about alternative health is coming back.
Yeah.
And a lot of stuff is getting out of foods. How do you feel about that transference?
Yeah.
We've been sick this whole time. I mean, everyone's sick in this country.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't mention it. I call it the kerfluffle, COVID-19. It was a very fascinating time for me because it was the year we became profitable, was 2020 when the pandemic hit. And I learned a lot because the demand for chaga surged, and it was very validating because all of a sudden, the very real benefits of chaga became very relevant, very applicable. Also that same year, the FDA issued 11 warning letters to chaga companies, and actually I believe I was shadow banned on Google, algorithmically suppressed. So it was sort of I was having dreams that people in black suits were going to come take away my chaga, and we ended up getting a call from the FDA, and they were very kind. They read a blog I posted about chaga and COVID-19, and I didn't get a warning letter. I think I wrote a scientific, accurate blog. And there's good people everywhere. I think that's the thing I had to realize, because sometimes I look at it as like a battle between good and evil, right? And I truly feel my role is to reconnect people with nature, and because the healing that comes from nature is so abundant and so incredible, and people can't even perceive what exists in the forest. Like, that's really the cool thing about what I do is we yield thousands of pounds of mushrooms and dry them and process them, and people just can't even really perceive it if they're not from a place where old growth forest is still existent. So, my mission is to bring that back to people, but also to protect old growth forests, because you have to be sustainable in the way you do things, but also there's much greater threats like logging and deforestation. And so, and you find sometimes that groups like the United Plant Savers or these different organizations will kind of take aim at chaga or chaga harvesters, and it's very easy to get confused, So trust your gut, trust your intuition, and trust nature.
Nature is the one thing that calms me.
Yeah.
Like today, I went into nature, trees. I love trees.
Yeah. It's amazing. The day before yesterday, I turned 27, and thank you. And I wasn't gonna go. I had a chaga hunt planned with my employee, and I was so exhausted. I was up late the night before, and I didn't really want to go. But it's been a while since I've been chaga hunting, and so I got myself out of bed. She was like, "Are you coming?" And we met at 9 a.m. in the woods, and it just re-energized me entirely. It was a bright blue sky. It was still snowy. We got like 100 pounds of chaga. We jumped at moose. We saw a moose, and it was just like one of those moments where it's like, sometimes get yourself out of bed and go out in the woods, because it really does.
It really does re-energize me.
Yeah.
I would love to come up and do a walk with you while you.
Oh yeah, and we have our factory right in Tupper Lake too. You can see everything.
I would love it.
Yeah.
I mean, this is my heart.
Let's do it. Yeah. Yeah.
Tell everybody your website once more. Everybody, Birch Boys. I'm saying it right now, but I want you to say it.
Yeah, thank you so much. My name is Garrett Kopp. My company's Birch Boys. My website is birchboys.com, and we really appreciate the support and the video opportunity.
All right. Thank you so much, everybody. We're at New Life Expo, which is back in New York. We've missed it because health is wealth. It's the only thing. You have $1 million and not have it.
Yeah.
Right? You need your lion's mane.
Yeah.
You need Birch Boys. All right.
Thank you.